What is up, Life Fam? Welcome to another video. My name is David, your spiritual awakening coach, here to help you through your spiritual awakening. The group coaching sessions have been absolutely amazing. It is so fun getting on Zoom with a group of you guys. Everyone has each other's back. Everyone has a spiritual support buddy. There's so much synergy going on. I'm doing another free webinar to discuss the 45-day group coaching program. Link in the description. That's going to be on May 4th. So in that program, we're going to be discussing self-love, healing, self-worth, healing, shadow work, how to meditate, inner child work. That's what's going to be in the 45-day group coaching package. We don't just try to fix little symptoms. We fix the whole system so that you can step into being a sovereign spiritual being. So if you're having a little trouble getting through the dark night of the soul, you need a helping hand, you want to get through it unscathed and step into your greatest version, click the link below. We'll send you the private invite link for the free webinar on May 4th, where I'll be discussing the particulars of the 45-day group coaching package. If you feel the call to work with me one-on-one as soon as possible, click the coaching options button in the link below. Now, on to today's video. Your vibe attracts your tribe. Help with spiritual awakening loneliness. These last couple of spiritual awakening loneliness videos have been very popular. This lets me know that this is obviously something a lot of you guys are going through. And there's some different caveats that we can dive into that wasn't really addressed in the other videos to kind of help you guys, because a lot of you guys are saying, well, I am doing the work, but I'm still lonely and all of this. So let's really dig into your vibe attracts your tribe. That's true, but what is your vibe? Because that's going to determine the type of tribe that you actually attract. So your vibe attracts your tribe. Help with spiritual awakening loneliness. Let's dive deep right now. Let's go. Your vibe attracts your tribe. Help with spiritual awakening loneliness. So what is your vibe? Your vibe is your opinion of the world. It's your opinion of how the world sees you. It's how you see the world. In short, it's your story. The universe is responding to your story. So what is your story? If your story is that you are too spiritually awake for most people, your story is that no one understands you. Your story is that there are no partners that are spiritually advanced enough to match with you. Then that is what gets mirrored back to you. The universe is your mirror. Life becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy based off of your story. So how do you change your vibe? Well, you change your story. So this is a very interesting experiment that you can do. What if you changed your story to people are waking up at an alarming rate? More of the collective consciousness is stepping into higher consciousness. The collective consciousness is waking up. Everyone I run into is more awake than I expected them to be. There's more than enough partners that I would be interested in that actually are interested in spirituality. See how that paradigm shift takes place, and it also releases a lot of resistance around the people that you meet. And when that resistance is down, there's receptivity, and then your mind is actually open to the possibility that they may be more awake than you actually are giving them credit for. You can even make up some mantras. I give thanks that I am meeting spiritually awake people. I give thanks that I am meeting higher consciousness beings that are spiritually mature. Whatever. You can make up these things, these mantras, and then watch them show up in your physical reality. Remember, if you have the belief that we're all source having a physical experience, then that means the awareness of source is in that person. Even if the egoic mind might be blocking it, that awareness of source is there. And your higher consciousness may spark that awareness of source in that individual, and then they may start to wake up, or maybe they are more receptive to your spiritual awakening ideas and insights that you're trying to share with them. And you may make a new connection that you wouldn't have expected before. When you go through a spiritual awakening, you experience spiritual epiphanies and transformation and spiritual experiences that you may not even know how to describe to someone else. So if you can't even describe it, you get the feeling that how are they going to even understand it? It's something that you have to live through to understand. So you get this perception that people are not going to be able to understand what you're going through and the way that you've transformed. In addition, obviously, when your consciousness begins to rise, you begin to get out of vibrational alignment with your current friends and family. And that vibrational discord will give you the impression that everybody around you is asleep, nobody understands, there's a lot of contention, and then you get this feeling that you're never going to run into your vibe tribe, you're never going to run into like-minded people. But what's interesting is when you give people the benefit of the doubt, energetically, you don't have to say it, but if you energetically are in a receptive mode and you're giving them the benefit of the doubt, they respond differently to you. They respond in more of an understanding type of energy. So you want to give people the benefit of the doubt, and you want to expect that you are going to meet like-minded, high vibrational people and give thanks that you've already met them. I love manifesting this way. Speak of it in the past tense. When you speak of it in the past tense, the brain just stamps it as done. The hows don't come into question. The hows are the domain of the universe. Deserving doesn't come into the question. Worthiness doesn't come into the question. Passing some cosmic test. None of this nonsense comes into the question. When it's done, it's done. Give thanks that it's already done. Give thanks that you've already met your perfect vibe tribe. Your vibe attracts your tribe. Help with spiritual awakening loneliness. So what is in your vibe beside your story? Is there unhealed trauma in there? I know you guys get tired of hearing me talk about heal your unhealed trauma. You guys get testy in the comments. I see you. But here's the thing. What is in that vibe? If there's unhealed trauma in that vibe, that is definitely going to affect what you are attracting, because once that unhealed trauma actually becomes healed, your default frequency goes higher. Your self-love is higher. Your self-worth is higher. Your authenticity, your spiritual sovereignty, you become one with the universe and you're just connecting with everything. That's a very magnetic, attractive type of thing where you're attracting a lot of like vibrations. So if you're not attracting that, and you're one of these ones that likes to say, but I am doing the work. Well, have you done the work completely? Maybe there's more work to do. And you just have to take an honest look at that. You don't want to discredit the work that you've already done. Maybe you've done some amazing work. But if you're not attracting the like vibration, that means there's a lower vibration in there that still needs to be healed and raised into your higher dominant frequency so that your default vibration raises and you do step into that sovereign, free, self-love, self-worth type of identity that is attracting that like vibration. So, for example, I've talked to a few people that find masculine men very threatening, but they say they're doing the work. So if you're finding masculine men very threatening, that is actually in your frequency. And so the masculine men that are spiritually mature, you're going to have a hard time sharing the same space with them because you haven't healed the trauma where you view them as a threat. That's just one example of some of the people that reach out to me. So there's a lot of different types of trauma that needs to be healed that's affecting what you are attracting in your life. Now, if you're still one of these ones that want to say, nope, David, I'm doing the work and I'm still not attracting. Okay, great. Have you changed your story? That's the question. If your story is, I still can't attract what I want, I still can't attract my vibe tribe, nobody is as spiritual as me, nobody understands me, I'm spiritually superior to everyone else that I meet, that's your story. Life is a self-fulfilling prophecy. Change your story, change your vibe. Your vibe attracts your tribe. Help with spiritual awakening loneliness. Guys, this is such a technological age. Nowadays, you can connect with people all over the world. So if you are having trouble attracting your vibe tribe, you can easily do so on social media. The first thing you want to do is go through who you're following on Facebook or IG or whatever platform and look for the more 3D type of accounts. Are you following people that are just all ego? They're just flossing, always showing their cars and their women. And, are you following gangster rappers, are you following Dan Bilzerian or something, right? Come on, get rid of the mainstream media, all of that stuff. Get rid of that stuff and replace it with high vibing spiritual accounts. Who we got? We got Joe Dispenza, Michael Bernard Beckwith, Greg Braden, Bruce Lipton, Teal Swan, Eckhart Tolle, Lightways. We got to throw Lightways in there with that list of spiritual titans there. And then what happens is you start making comments on those posts. First of all, they're going to post some very high vibrational spiritual stuff instead of you just like mindlessly drinking in, the low vibe stuff. Now you're going to be feeding your mind with the high vibe stuff, and then you might make some comments, and then other people might share your comments, and then you start talking to other spiritual people. I have, a huge group of spiritual people all over the world, my vibe tribe, because those are the types of accounts that I follow. And this is the great thing about living in such a technological age. You can connect with anyone all around the world that is of a like mind, and you guys can even be a spiritual support buddy for one another. And then change your story, heal your trauma, and then you will attract your true vibe tribe. First, we will do quote of the day, and then we will do question of the day. Here is today's high vibrational quote. Now, question of the day. If you're not attracting your vibe tribe and you're experiencing spiritual awakening loneliness, what is your new story? Ooh, what are your new affirmations? Ooh, now let us know that in the comments below. This way you can help your fellow human that is experiencing the same problem as you are. We come up with these new affirmations, we change our story, and then we attract our vibe tribe. I love it, guys. Remember, May 4th is the free webinar on the 45-day group coaching program. Link in the description below for that. There's also other coaching options if you want to work with me sooner than that in the description below. Until next time, I will see all of my beautiful light family in the next video. Light, love, and abundance. I'm still figuring out my hand movements, guys. I will see all of you in the next video. Peace, guys.